name is Angela Kirby-Ware. I'm a special assistant to the Secretary of Education. Today we're going to talk about the instructional design principle of scaffolding.
Scaffolding is critical to student success.
The purpose of scaffolding is to support students as they develop the skills they need to become independent, self-regulated learners.
Whatever support students need to accomplish the learning objective successfully is the support we want to provide students.
Think of them as scaffolds or supports around a building so that students can access the grade level content. They could look like guided notes. They could look like teacher providing prompting.
Scaffolding is an instructional principle that we know can help students master the material piece by piece.
As you think about these strategies, think about how you might deliver a lesson and chunk it into component parts so that the supports you provide to students are differentiated based on their needs.
What's the first thing we look for when we're doing our search and check?
Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
To be able to put the pieces of the puzzles together, you need to solve proportions.
Did that help you get your answer?
You guys ready to go? All right.
Every lesson that we do, when they've learned simple sentences and then compound sentences builds on that. So that's I, semicolon, I. Even the controlled practice, they do a little bit, then they do a little bit more, so they're very comfortable with the program. Are these the ones you're going to do? Are those the ones you're choosing from? That's a good strategy. And I think it's just because it's so scaffolded that it just starts to come naturally to them.
Sometimes my students need support in learning a new skill. I do things like ask them, do you need my help? Can I help you by starting the sentence? It's different ways of what? Joshua? Very good. A name collection is different ways of grouping numbers. Very good. Give your friend a clap.
And then we're going to represent those numbers using base 10 blocks. Two things we've already done, but we've never put them together. Scaffolding my instruction, it happens all the time. Everything I'm doing, I'm scaffolding because of the diverse population I have here.
Before asking myself or Mrs. Varner, you want to make sure that you have somebody in your group that understands proportions the best. So you want to ask that person first.
The scaffolding itself is really their teammates. It takes me more out of the picture in the sense that they're talking to each other. They're holding each other accountable.
5 flats, 1 rod, and 2 units.
And because they're responsible for that, they know that they have to take their time, make sure they're explaining it to the other students. But you understood the steps were to multiply the two numbers. Excellent.
We use Smart Pals, which is writing using markers. It's different than using a piece of paper.
Scaffolding is essential to our success because even if we give an easier problem to a student that we know that they can do very well on, it shows that they can do it, and it really builds their confidence. It might say to them, hey, I can try a harder problem and really keep on working up that ladder.
For the students who move a little quicker, they're still challenged with new material every day. And for the students who may be working a little below grade level, they hear what is being presented by those students and they actually take their concepts and then they begin to apply them themselves, which pulls them up right on their grade level. Natasha, you think you got it? You think if you had it written on paper, you could figure it out?
Critical component to implementing scaffolding in your instructional design is to also plan for how you will remove those supports and structures.
So you get to do this on your own at your house and bring it back tomorrow.
Scaffolding is another instructional design principle that allows the teacher to determine the supports each of the individual students need. I hope this has been instructive and will be useful as you plan and deliver your lessons.